Now this right here is very, very cool to see, and interesting freaking news from Capcom. We know Capcom right now is considered the Cap gods. They've been pumping out game after game, coming out with peak after peak for the longest time. We know back then, a lot of the fighting game community, Capcom hasn't been that well, but ever since the release of RE Remake 2 and up, yo, Capcom has been seeing a new renaissance. And this interesting news right here, especially, you know what, we're not even talking about Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World was one of the most impactful games of this generation, or last generation, I should say, because we're in a different generation now. It has impacted so many people in a way that hasn't been seen in years for Capcom. Like, honestly, Capcom right now is Cap gods. Like legit 100%. And this news right here, what I'm talking about, because I've been fluffing it up, I've been giving you a sense of urgency to hear about this. They're actually developing their new engine. Literally, this RE engine that they were using, this thing right here is gonna be a beast. And let me tell you, there's this one game called Pragmata that I really wanted to talk about for a long time, but there's pretty much no information for it. I believe Pragmata is gonna be on this engine, and that's why we haven't seen it. You see what I'm saying? So let's go on further. Let's see if we can get some kind of details about this. Let's go to Twitter real quick. Yeah, I saw this on Twitter. I was like, okay, I gotta make a video on this. This is gonna be crazy right here. Huge. Capcom is developing a new version of the RE engine titled Rex. Okay, I did not read that. Titled Rex, and it stands for RE Next Gen. Current games and all the games announced so far, plus using RE engine, with no games announced that will develop on the RE engine, or the Rex engine, we should say. This right here, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry has always been good, and the graphics can only go up. Ishin. No, that's not Ishin, that's Aminutia. I haven't heard about Aminutia in so long, but I remember back then Sekiro was supposed to be an Aminutia, but they went their own way. Resident Evil. It's just like, people don't know, I played Resident Evil 4 for the first time. Was it earlier this year or was it last year? I played Resident Evil, probably earlier this year. I played Resident Evil 4 for the first time on the remake, and I'm not gonna get into why I never played it for all these years. You know, it was pretty much overhyped to me, and I was like, you know what? I'm sold. The remake was the first chance I got to play it. I've had a thorough... I pretty much made like a mini review, a mini statement about it on Twitter. I didn't do a full review, but all I gotta say is I love that freaking game, man. I don't know. It's like, I didn't get... Like, back in the day, I never gave the game a chance just because people were hyping it up, but I take that back, man. I love that freaking game. Ashley, Leon, Ada Wong. Man, I love that freaking game. Next, Dino Crisis. See, this right here, Dino freaking Crisis. It's called the Rex engine, or REX. Rex, T-Rex, Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis has been a game that's been dormant for so long. This game has been... I've been hearing about this game for as long as I've been alive. Dang near. Like, I'm gonna say as long as I've been alive for a while. But you guys know what I mean. But let's just say gaming a lot. At one point, I just stopped playing a lot of games, but back then, Dino Crisis was like, oh, Capcom gonna make Dino Crisis. Oh no, maybe not. And then you had Exo Primal come out. Is that Sega? You know, people were reminding them of Dino Crisis, something like that. I think it had some devs or something, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. You know, Lost Planet. I love Lost Planet. 100% love Lost Planet. Lost Planet Extreme Conditions, Lost Planet Lost Colonies. Dude, the Xbox 360, Lost Planet 1, Lost Planet 2 was good. Lost Planet 3, we don't talk about Lost Planet 3. Like, for real. Lost Planet 1, just going in that the game, dilapidation, jumping in and getting a little marker pose using the hand cannon and stuff. Awesome. Machine gun, awesome. Fight them acrids. Dude, give me another Lost Planet. Give me a Lost Planet reboot, damn it. I want a Lost Planet reboot. Dead Rising. I will forever love Dead Rising. Yeah, I may be a Capcom fanboy at this point. I kind of am. You know, first Capcom game I remember playing was Mega Man. You guys know how I roll with that, man. You can bring Mega Man back. You know what I'm saying? Do something. But back to Dead Rising. Dead Rising 1 was one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360. Favorite games, but they only had one issue. that small text. Capcom, you got a problem with the small text. And I'm talking about the very first iteration of Dead Rising, people. The very first iteration of Dead Rising. Good game. Pragmata, that's the one I really want to see more about that game. Dragon's Dogma 2. This is gonna be their first major launch since Monster Hunter World in that kind of vein. You know what I mean? That kind of weird, wacky Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. You know, more fantasy style. That I'm gonna play this game. This game looks off the chain. But that's pretty much what we gotta say though. So let's get back to my final thoughts, man. This engine's gonna be a beast. We already know. Especially with fighting games, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen with future Street Fighter 7, you know, and some other unannounced games that they're coming out with. Give us a Mega Man, you know, make it realistic. Give us some new IPs. Give me a Lost Planet. That's what I really want. A Lost Planet and a reboot of Dead Rising. That game did not get done justice. Pragmata, I'm assuming that's gonna be that engine. But yeah, tell me what you guys think, man. And speaking of that, you know, before I cut that off, the new Monster Hunter. Will we see the final reveal of this new Monster Hunter? It'll probably be a teaser. It'll be the first game on this Rex engine. Like I said, the new Monster Hunter World 2, whatever you want to call it, is going to be, it's peak, man. I love Monster Hunter now, dude. Monster Hunter World just took it to this up here. I just love it, man. Like, I can't say enough, man. Capcom right now is one of my favorite game companies ever. I don't know what it is, man. I just love their games. Let's just keep it about. I just love their games. All right, y'all. Now let's cut this out. Like, share, subscribe, and peace. Stay tuned for some more gaming content. See you guys in a little bit for some more news.